The key to success in trading is emotional discipline. If intelligence were the key, there would be a lot or more people making money in trading. That's Victor Sperandeo, a true trading legend. His insights are just priceless. Hello traders, let's get real for a second. We're diving deep into what really makes or breaks your success, the mental game. You've probably been in that spot before. You've done your homework, found that perfect setup, and then boom, your brain just short-circuits. It's fear, greed, impatience, they all team up like a bad crew, messing with your decision-making. But here's the thing. You already know how to make money. The strategy, that's the easy part. The real battle is happening right up here in your head. Think about it. How many times have you hesitated to pull the trigger on a trade because you were scared of losing? Or maybe you jumped in too quickly, driven by excitement. It's those mental hurdles that can really trip you up. Let's tackle this together and turn that mental chaos into clarity. Get ready, because this video is your go-to guide for smashing those mental blocks that keep you from making consistent profits. We're diving deep into how to rewire your brain for trading success. And trust me, it's going to be a game changer. First thing first is trading psychology is super crucial, and honestly it's not just some fluffy self-help stuff. It dives deep into how our brains work. Think about all those biases and emotions we deal with daily. It's wild how our ancient lizard brain, the one that helped our ancestors survive, is wired for a world where cause and effect are clear-cut. You see danger, you run, you find food, you eat. But when it comes to the markets, oh boy, it's a whole different ballgame. It's all about probabilities, not certainties. For instance, you might feel a gut instinct to sell when stocks dip, but sometimes, holding on can pay off big time. It's that clash between our instincts and the unpredictable nature of trading that makes understanding psychology a game changer. Mastering this stuff can really set you apart. This mismatch is really the heart of your internal struggle. Your mind's telling you to hold on, but those gut feelings are practically shouting, run for your life. This is dangerous. It's such a confusing place to be. Today we're going to help you connect those dots and arm you with some practical tools to tackle those instincts head-on. Trust me, it's going to be super helpful. Understanding how our brains work is key. So, let's dive into 3 main ideas. Getting to know your brain's biases, creating a fresh mindset, and setting up solid routines for rock-solid discipline. Meet the usual suspects hanging out in your head, messing with your trades. Loss aversion is a huge one, and it's pretty wild when you think about it. Research shows that the sting of losing $100 feels about twice as bad as the joy of gaining $100. Crazy, right? This is exactly why so many traders end up clinging to a losing trade, hoping against hope that it'll bounce back. What starts as a small loss can snowball into a total disaster. And then there's the flip side, cutting a winning trade short just to lock in that profit. It's like, you grab the win, but then you're left worrying it might turn into a loss. You know that feeling. It's all about finding that balance and not letting those pesky emotions dictate your trading decisions. Confirmation bias can be a real trap. You get so attached to your trade idea that it's like wearing blinders. That bullish hammer candlestick, you're totally convinced it's a sign to buy. But what about that massive resistance level just hanging out right above it? Or the bearish divergence on the RSI that's waving a red flag? It's like you're crafting a story to justify your trade instead of taking a step back and looking at the whole picture. It's super easy to get lost in what you want to see instead of what's actually there, and that can lead to some pretty rough decisions down the line. So keep your eyes peeled and make sure you're not just building a case for your trade, but really digging into the facts. Don't forget about recency bias, and the gambler's fallacy can really mess with your trading mindset. I mean, how many times have you heard someone say, the stock has been down 5 days in a row? It's totally due for a bounce. It's a classic, but here's the kicker. The market has no memory at all. Each candle, each day, is like a fresh start, completely independent of what happened before. Think about it. You hit a few winning trades, and suddenly you feel like a trading genius, ready to conquer the world. But then, boom, a couple of losses come crashing down, and it feels like you'll never see green again. It's such a roller coaster of emotions. Staying grounded and remembering that past performance doesn't guarantee future results is key. Keep your head in the game, folks. We've spotted those tricky mental traps. Now it's time to gear up and create some solid armor to shield ourselves from them. This is how we craft the mindset of a pro trader. Process over profits. Always. Your daily mission shouldn't just be about raking in cash. The market doesn't owe you a dime. Focus on nailing your process instead. Ask yourself, did you wait for that perfect A+ setup? Did you keep your risk in check? Were you true to your entry, exit, and stop-loss plan? If you hit all those marks, then guess what? You've succeeded, no matter if the trade made or lost money. It's all about learning and improving each time. So, keep that mindset, and the profits will follow. Next, embracing uncertainty is key, my friend. Think about it. Amateurs often cling to being right, but pros, they get that being right is just a tiny piece of the puzzle. It's all about making that profit over time. You've got to be okay with being wrong, like, really okay. If you've got a strategy that wins 60% of the time, guess what? You're going to be wrong 40% of the time. That's just how it goes. When you wrap your head around this, a losing trade stops feeling like a personal failure. Instead, it becomes just another part of the gamma statistical inevitability, like paying taxes. So, next time you hit a rough patch, remember, it's not the end of the world. It's just part of doing business. Keep pushing forward. Take radical responsibility for your results. No more pointing fingers. Not at the Fed, not at Jerome Powell, not some sensational headline, and definitely not your broker. You're the captain of your ship. You decided to jump into that trade. You picked the position size and chose not to adjust your stop. Owning every outcome, whether good or bad, is super empowering. It's like saying, I'm in control. So, embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Lastly, detach your self-worth from your trading. Seriously, you are not defined by your trades. A losing trade, that doesn't make you a loser, and a winning trade, it doesn't make you a genius either. Think of it this way. Trading is a business, and when you tie your ego to your profit and loss, you're just setting yourself up for a fall. Imagine yourself as a scientist conducting an experiment. You're testing out a hypothesis, and the results, they're just data points, nothing more. For example, when a trade doesn't go your way, instead of beating yourself up, analyze what went wrong and learn from it. Each trade is a chance to grow, not a reflection of your worth. So, keep that perspective, and you'll find trading much more enjoyable and less stressful. You know, that daily grind we all deal with. It's all about those little routines that really help lock in that new mindset and make it stick. Trust me, it's a game changer. Start with a solid pre-market ritual. Don't just roll out of bed and dive straight into your charts. Your brain really needs to be in the right space. Take 5 to 10 minutes to meditate and calm your nervous system. Seriously, it helps. After that, go over your trading plan out loud. Picture yourself executing those trades flawlessly, and even visualize handling losses with grace. Imagine how good it feels to stay calm when things don't go your way. This mental prep can make a huge difference in your trading day. Trust me. It's all about setting the right tone before you even look at those charts. You got this. Your trading journal is seriously your best buddy in this whole trading journey. Just jotting down your profits and losses totally misses the point. Think of it like being a psychologist, but instead of analyzing someone else, you're diving deep into your own mind. For every trade, make sure you note the chart setup, how you were feeling before, during, and after the trade. Did you stick to your rules? What did you nail, and what could use some work? This is where the magic happens. By pinpointing those pesky mental errors you keep making, you can really find your edge. For instance, if you notice that you tend to panic and sell too early when a trade dips, that's a huge insight. You can work on staying calm and sticking to your strategy. So, treat your journal like a treasure map to your trading success. Position sizing and risk management are like your go-to stress relievers when trading. Seriously, when your position size is way too big, fear takes the wheel and drives you nuts. But if it's too small, guess what? Greed and boredom jump in. And that's a slippery slope, my friend. You really want to find that sweet spot where a loss feels like just a bump in the road, not a crash. For most folks, keeping it to about 0.5% to 1% of your account per trade is the magic number. If a 1% loss hits you hard emotionally, it's a sign that your position size is still too hefty. Think of it this way. If you can't handle a small loss without losing your cool, it's time to rethink your approach. Wrapping up your trading day with a solid post-market shutdown routine is key. When the market closes, you should too seriously. Don't get sucked into checking your phone or endlessly scrolling through charts. Take a moment to review your journal, jot down what you learned, and then just step away. Go grab a bite, hang out with friends, or dive into a good book. This little break lets your brain decompress, helping you come back refreshed and ready to tackle the market tomorrow. Trust me, you'll feel so much better for it. I totally get it. This journey can feel overwhelming at times. You're going to hit some rough patches, no doubt about it. There will be days when you slip up, break your own rules, and feel like you've totally failed. But here's the thing. Every single legendary trader you admire has been in your shoes. They've all faced the same struggles, blown up accounts, and wrestled with fear and greed. Take someone like Warren Buffett. He definitely made his fair share of mistakes early on, just like all of us do. But here's the kicker. What really sets him apart is that he never threw in the towel. Instead, he viewed every loss and every mistake as a valuable lesson, like paying tuition for his education in the wild world of investing. He learned, adapted, and came back even stronger. When you trip up, remember it's just part of the journey. Embrace those stumbles, soak up the lessons, and keep pushing forward. Trust me, those bumps in the road can be your best teachers. This isn't just about chasing after quick cash. It's really about diving deep into the journey of mastery. Think about it. Building a skill that nobody can snatch away from you is empowering. Imagine conquering the toughest opponent you'll ever face, yourself. It's like leveling up in a game, where each challenge teaches you something new. That victory, that feeling of self-mastery, it's priceless. Way more valuable than any single trade you could make. So, embrace the grind, because every step you take is a step toward becoming the best version of you. The mental game is the final frontier in trading. Master this, and you unlock everything now. I want to hear from you. What's your biggest psychological challenge? Let me know in the comments below. I will read them all. And please don't forget to watch our next video about the casino's trading secret, how to make a profit even when you're wrong. If this video was helpful to you, do us a solid and smash that like button. Seriously, it really helps us keep going. And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, focus on the process, embrace the uncertainty, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, happy trading, and may the charts be ever in your favor.